Right, we'll crack on with some questions because, we're here to do questions by people, apparently.
You're contractually obliged to say this is the Ask Us Anything round.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. Now, we move on now to the... Do you want me to actually say this is the Ask Us Anything round?
Just time for Ask Us Anything. Whatever.
Time for Ask Us Anything. There we go.
Do.
Brilliant. Great. You brought the mood down, Les. Thanks very much. Take it over.
Smooth segue there, lads.
I thought so, honestly. Seamless.
Audio chocolate.
It's contracts. It's contracts. What can we do? White.
Well, Paul has asked us, why can a bird fly but a fly can't bird? And I thought this brought up a really interesting question, to be honest with you, because you get animal names that are used as verbs, like bird, rabbit, stuff like that. So I want to know, what do you mean? Rabbit?
Bird?
A verb? I've never rabbited anything.
I mean, not bird, fly.
I've never rabbited
Quite a confession from Les here on Mailbag. 40.
When Les was 17, he has a little rabbit situation.
Like, obviously, you get like fly, like rabbit, those sorts of words,
What's bird as used as a verb?
I honestly,
birded something.
I blame Paul because he's made it sound like bird was a word, and now I'm saying bird, and it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Top lads use bird as a noun.
Yes.
Top lads do.
Very good. Well, I want to know what animal name would fit as a verb, and what would it mean?
Shark. There's another one.
Yeah, but I want one that's not real.
I don't know what you're asking me, sorry.
Elephant.
What would it mean?
Would you elephant something?
That's fair enough. I think snail.
Conversation. Rhino there. Rhino there.
See, I think snail would be a good one, and I think I could make snail work. Is like, nah, I'm gonna snail there. Like, you're gonna walk really slowly. You're just gonna take your time, stroll. I think that could work. I'm gonna bring back snail.
Bring back snail.
I don't think it's ever been. I don't think it's ever been here.
But yeah, so come on, Matt, give us something.
I've already suggested. Well, the shark is not one.
You're very demanding, Mike.
I am.
I feel like it's the only one.
There's another
almost
one.
Apologetic here.
Fish. There's another one.
I feel like it's the only person not bevying. I just really don't know how to chip into this conversation. It's very.
Do you not understand the? Do you not understand the question?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I just can't.
Just think of an animal. Think of an animal. Any animal. Go.
Giraffe.
Okay.
If you use that as a vibe, would you? A vibe.
A giraffe vibe.
I like a giraffe.
Vibe like a giraffe. That's the one.
I love the way I didn't get the question, so you were trying to break it down for me.
And then got it wrong.
Well, we'll move on to our next question, which is Keith has Keith has said that Mike the Asher again, is he never off the air, which I think is a bit mean, but it raises
double negative that.
What?
It's a double negative.
Well, great, brilliant. What's it mean in animal language? No. So I thought this was a good opportunity to ask, who is the one person you would quite happily listen or watch every day?
On the Blue Room, or?
No, just anyone in the world.
Larry David.
That's a good answer.
That's a great shout, that.
Definitely. Just everything about him.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
His voice, his demeanour, everything.
I think mine might be John Hamm.
Oh, yeah. Could get down with that 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's David Tennant.
It's a good one.
But Scottish David Tennant.
I was going to say.
Scottish David Tennant. His podcast is a lovely, soothing nighttime listen.
What's your favourite Dermot Gallagher, by the way? The English one or the Irish one?
Oh, well, I didn't know where that was going there for a second. I thought Les had lost the plot.
I've got to do some sort of party
like
at some point. What's your
Honestly,
favourite?
I thought someone was going to have to go around to Les's and put 50p in him for a second. Then.
I think Larry David's a great show.
It is, isn't it? It really is. I do. I like a bit of Larry David. I'm currently in the middle of a Curb Your Enthusiasm binge now. I'm about 6 series in, and it's ridiculous how good it gets. Like,
I empathise with him, I think, in every situation in that.
Do you? See,
he's not a bad fella. He's a decent fella generally,
He says and does
Tells
so
us
many
shit.
things about like social conventions and traditions that I completely agree with. We went for a walk last night, me and Chelsea, and went to that late night thing in town. It was quite busy. I was quite excited to go and do something like normal and be around people, but it just made me realise how much I hate the general public.
I mean,
They're the worst.
they're not great, are they?
I can get down with that.
Yeah, as people go, but I think Larry David. I think he's a bad person. Obviously, in the thing, I think he's a bad person. But I can only empathize with this because I know I'm a bad person, and I think a lot of the same things. There's just so much.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying as well. I accept that I'm a bad person. I agree with a lot of what he's saying because I'm a bad person.
That's good. Okay, then I'm glad we agree on that.
I was listening, just a little Larry David segue. I was listening to something the other day about, and somebody was talking about how they asked Larry David for an autograph, and he just sort of went, nah, and walked off, and said that's better in some respects than getting an autograph off Larry David, isn't it? For him to just sort of shrug and go no and walk off. That's sort of what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, Larry David KB'd me for an autograph is better than here is Larry David's autograph.
Yeah,
because no one would believe you, would they? He didn't write that for you. No chance.
Yeah, exactly. That's miles
I'm
better.
into that.
Warren has asked us, see, Les, that was a good one, wasn't it? That was quite good, actually. I was happy with that one. Warren has asked us, well, no, he hasn't asked us. It's a statement. Oh, for God's sake, I'm never going to get this right, honestly. Warren has said, I've just invented a time machine and I want you four to be the first to use it. You get to spend a day in a previous era of time. What point do you go back to and what you do?
Revolutionary France, join up.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Can you hear the people sing, Mike?
You wouldn't. I'm not having that. You absolutely would not.
Could you not see me decked out in all that French Revolutionary gear?
Actually.
Waving the tricolour.
I don't know. Not if you're going to call it the tricolour. No.
Tricolour, whatever.
Just that makes it sound like it's some sort of little stream.
The tricolour. I think it'd be interesting to see what it would be like around that time, though. I think that's very. It probably smelled very bad, yeah. But
and it was a bit crazy.
It was a bit
That's
murdery.
a bad shout, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'd quite like to be involved in it, sort of knowing that, if I got stabbed by what's his name in Les Miserables or whatever, then I'd wake up back in my bed and be back in normal times. But if I was back in it,
nobody says that you live. If you get stabbed when you go back in time, you're not.
So it's not like a right. Okay.
That's how time travel works.
Have you never seen Back to the Future?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. So it's Back to the Future rules.
It's Back to the Future rules.
Okay, right. Maybe not them then.
You die regardless of where you are.
If it was going to a virtual world, then yeah, I'd be fully on board with your hypothesis. But no, because you don't just because you're somewhere else in time doesn't mean you don't die. That's not time machine. That's immortality. Two different things.
Yeah, you
mate.
still die.
Yeah.
Mine is 1960s Liverpool.
Why?
Good shows.
Because I just think 1960s Liverpool would have been brilliant. It was basically the centre of the universe. Glass.
Vibe, but a giraffe.
And Matthew Street wouldn't have smelled of tube, and you wouldn't have bumped into an inflatable cock or anything. Nice on Matthew Street.
What did you say? Matthew Street wouldn't smell of what?
Tube.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, not what you thought he said.
I thought you said something else then.
Yeah, no.
I think I might have to edit that bit out.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. So say cool water then.
Yeah.
Say Paco Rabanne.
1960s Liverpool would have been great. And because I do research into this, I've got a specific date that I would go back to, because I was thinking if I went back to 1960s Liverpool, it would be great to see Everton win something in the 60s and see one of those teams. 1963 is a little bit early for me, because I'd like to see Alan Ball play for Everton if it was going back to the 60s. 1969-70, there's a chance I could bump into my dad at the match, and that wouldn't do. The first game was 1969. So
that'd be really bad, though.
So I couldn't do 69-70. So the date I picked was, I think, 27th of August, 1966. Liverpool were champions, Everton were FA Cup winners. Everton beat Liverpool 3-1 at Goodison. Alan Ball scored twice. What a game to go back to. And then go into town afterwards on the ale. That would be great.
That's class. Imagine bumping into someone at the match Okay, what's he went, I'm your future son. You think, oh God, he's had a bevy him, hasn't he?
Can I just tell you, there is 100% about 50 people who do that on County Road every match day. Hannah, give us your answer.
Mine would be New York in the Roaring Twenties. I just think that would be fucking amazing. Like, go to some jazz, have a little cocktail, go to the cinema, get some fucking gorgeous clothes, or like, because I bring it all back with me, get some amazing clothes, get some like amazing Art Deco furniture and all that. So yeah.
You're not taking a van.
You can do a lot of that now.
You can go in the time machine. No,
Like
sorry.
that.
I've got like a TARDIS in my head, so I can technically take back as much as I want.
Okay.
So,
I think basically none of us are going back in the time machine, are we? Because you're going back with all your clobber.
yeah, and that's the more important thing.
Is it like going through airport security, the time machine? Like you only have like one bit of carry on?
No.
I think, I'm not sure if international terrorism has made its way to time machines yet, but I'm going to say no.
You're putting a downer on it. I would go to New York and get nice clothes and nice furniture.
Yeah.
If we're doing Back to the Future, DeLorean's got terrible boot space, by the way.
Yeah.
So
it is that. So if it's Back to the Future rules, unfortunately, that's getting KB'd as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I think as an actual answer, I'd like to go back to a point when civilization was just completely different to what it is now. So like ancient Egyptians or Romans or something a bit mad like that, just to see how they got things done back then.
See,
and then like you could invent the wheel and be like, yeah, onto this, lads. And everyone would think you were amazing.
Like Back to the Future, isn't it? When he plays Johnny B. Good and blows everyone away.
Yeah.
Honestly, honestly, you go back to ancient Egypt, rock up and be like, lads, get onto this. There's a wheel here, and this is an iPod. And you come back, and like Egypt would rule the world. You get out the time machine and go, fucked it.
It's been alright. Ancient Egypt just ruling the world.
I don't know, like the way they did pharaohs and that was a bit mad. If you fancy it,
build
like
some good pyramids though.
Yeah, but if you
imagine what they could do like with like better gear and wheels.
Mido will be our overlord now. I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
Very good point. Yeah, not a fan. Yeah, I think mine. I'm more in tune here with Matt. I'd want to go and see some things that there's no like pictures of. There's no evidence that it actually happened. So I'd want to go back to the time when there's dinosaurs and just see it. And just be like, this is something mental that happened in the world. Because for all we know, people made it up. Like, it could be made up. There is what
about all the skeletons?
What about all the bones in every museum in the world?
Yeah,
David Icke had a bevy, you see.
Yeah, but like the way that these bones conduct 5G, like on it. But like, I'd love to go and just see something there is no photographic evidence for, and just be like, there it is in front of my eyes, like the dinosaurs or
I get that, but I'd want to just live that experience of like doing something like so fun. Do you know what I mean? Like that would be great going to look at, but like actually going and doing like fun activities.
You got 24 hours in the Jurassic period. There's not much to do, is there?
Yeah. But if you've got 24 hours in the Roaring Twenties in New York, you're up at what you can do is fucking endless.
I don't know, like Hannah, all the things you said though, you can do now.
Yeah.
No, but they're all shit now.
It's like 60s Liverpool would have been very, very different to Liverpool now, wouldn't it? I mean, I'd probably still end up in the Grapes or something if I went to Matthew Street.
I've just realised why Hannah couldn't go back and look at dinosaurs in the Jurassic period, because there is 100% chance that she'd stand in shite.
What could be fucking yours? not the dinosaur shite, just yours, because you did the trip before me.
That's it.
Mike gets there 5 minutes before you just to do a dump for you to stand in.
It's like, honestly, it's like the worst version of the Terminator you've ever seen. Last question to see us out here from Louise, who says, I watched the lady on Come Down With Me use her fake nails to scoop food from her guest's place before serving, which, I mean...
It was horrible.
Dirty cow.
The picture of this is horrific.
That's just...
Like, she was a proper, like... sort of Cheshire type lady.
Cheshire type.
Pearl necklace, loads of hair. You know what I mean? Like that sort of fancy and show off. But she had these proper long nails, and she put some stuff in a ramekin and then just scooped round the side of the ramekin to sort of
deserves to be locked up.
Nail.
Fucking scum.
No, I don't like that. But C, would you rather eat at that person's house or the fella who put the entire whisk in his mouth?
Ooh.
Question.
Yeah, I'd have to know what I mean.
I'd have to go for the nail.
I'd be
reckon she
going
was
for the
clean.
nails.
Can't be having someone's saliva on my scran. I'd rather die.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty, yeah, I'll give you that. But Louise's question is basically, what are our thoughts on big mad nails?
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Well, I'm quite partial to some acrylics every now and then. Not gonna, but not big long ones. I don't get big claws, you know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with a nice
I would have
acrylic.
I would have put them in the big mad nail bracket though.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like, how far do we have to go to be in the big mad nail bracket?
When they become impractical, surely that's the cut-off, isn't it? If you can't type or something, I mean, obviously, if you don't have to use a keyboard, it doesn't matter. But if you can't type with them, or you can't go about your day-to-day stuff, or if your job isn't scooping out the inside of a ramekin with them,
I mean, like big mad nails, surely the cut-off is if it's dangerous to pick your nose.
Is that a common thing? Do people
Pick the nose? Yeah.
Yeah.
if this woman's scraping ramekins, God knows what
True.
Is it a common thing to pick your nose? That sounds like someone who picks their nose would say 100%. Like,
Can
if you
don't
don't
offer a response to that, or
yeah. Are you
No,
not?
come on. What was you going to say?
Are you not a nose picker?
No.
You really? Why not?
No.
It's great.
could you look like one?
That's what I really do. I get the big long nails.
That's it.
You've just outed me in this whole thing.
That's it.
Can you still do that thing in the Guinness Book of Records? Is there still a Guinness Book of Records?
Oh, the
Yeah,
woman
of course
with the
there
curly
is.
nails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking horrible them.
Like, how does she turn on light switches?
Elbow.
God. What do
It's, you know, it's for me
Like,
picking things up.
Yeah.
Like, even when I've had like reasonable sized acrylics on, if you drop a quid or something, leave it. It's not worth the hassle. So imagine having ones like that, you get nothing done.
If you've got two cups in your hand, what do you use to turn the light on or off? Your fod, your chin, or your nose? What do you use?
Your nose.
I'd probably go chin.
Nose.
Fod for me.
See,
I'm
I
too
think,
small. I have to go nose. My fod wouldn't get there.
I think it depends. One, if you've had your nose broken, it's not your nose.
No.
Two, unless you've got a chin that looks like a bum, it's not your chin. So you're really only left with your fod.
I
Like,
know,
it's
nose every time.
really. But see,
Yeah.
I'm really lucky because I've got this sort. Well, I say lucky. I've got the caveman brow thing where my head just sticks out at the front. So I've got
Really
like
lucky
this.
that.
Yeah, I know. Like if I want to turn off lights and I've got two cups in my hand, I'm dead lucky. If I want to go out and meet people, nah, I'm knackered. But so lucky.
It was always a challenge. I'm sure you've had this. Actually, it was always a challenge getting multiple cups of tea down from the kitchen in the Radio City Tower into the studio. Because you had those big buttons and like the soundproof doors you have to use as well.
I've smashed plates a few times. Last year I was doing breakfast and there was two of us producing it, so I nipped down to go and get us some hot cross buns, and we were going to have a nice little breakfast. Made them all dead nice. Went to go and take them downstairs. Dropped the whole thing, all the hot cross buns, plates, glass, smashed everything. You cannot open things in that place if you've got
So
full
hard.
hands.
Honestly, going for a
Nightmare.
wee in that place was like traumatizing. Like
Why?
Like Fort
It's like-
Knox.
it's terrifying when you don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what's
the
going.
lads' toilets are
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Scary.
The girls'
Like
ones are
at
sound.
any point, we just sat in the studio thinking, I could just piss myself here. No.
Be careful what you say. This is my place of work.
It depends. If I was sitting in hand seat, then occasionally.
I just showed it.
Yeah. Honestly, like you check the drawers, poos. It's what happens.
You know what though? You're saying that about going for a wee, and if it opens doors and there's a nightmare. Imagine only having like an ad break to do that. I have to leg it in there.
But you've got to try and work out if you can wee in that time as well. That terrify me. Absolutely terrify me. Because the
Don't
It's when
pressure.
I
stop
remember
that
once.
flow.
I remember when I first started doing breakfast in there, and I wore a jumpsuit and just completely mistimed like the whole process. I was like, "Fuck, on!" And because you can hear the radio in the toilet, I'm like, I'm meant to be in there now.
I can't imagine a jumpsuit. They look amazing, but they're not the most practical, are they?
It's because you have to get like Bolico in the toilets. It's like a proper degrading like experience, and especially in the tab with the windows and the girls' toilets are quite low. It's a bit alarming actually, and just sat there like feeling all vulnerable. Like, okay.
That's one thing I often wonder about girls on a night out who go in a jumpsuit, because they've obviously got to go for a piss in some of the worst toilets ever, and you've got to do it basically naked.
Yeah. The trick is though with a play suit.
Strip off to go for a burst.
Yeah.
No, but if you wear a play suit, you can just sort of pull the crotch over.
That's risky.
It saves time and energy when you're pissed. So I've often opted for a crotch pull.
A crotch
pull. It was like surely like
when you're in Princess Park,
surely there's like scope for like a flap or a zip. Like you just sort of open up.
What's the scope for a flap? Please explain what you mean here.
Like something that opens up. So like
if you're a baby grow.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Honestly, Matt's gonna edit this bit out, and he's gonna come up with an idea for a little crotch flap.
Yeah. Are you sick of taking off your jumpsuit at night out? Are your clothes getting full of piss when you take them off? Well,
these are piss on the it's not that dirty in girls' toilets on a night out, so you don't mind sort of taking it off and holes and.
Do you hang it up on the door?
No, you take it down where you take like your pants to. Do you know what I mean? It just all bunches together in one area, so just the top half you feel a bit vulnerable.
That's bad.
Because like you probably just sat there yeah.
Girls are disgusting.
Piss, basically.
Honestly, wear proper clothes, girls.
Wow. Okay.
Instead of like going in a one piece, that's terrifying. That's so impractical.
So me talking about having a piss in a jumpsuit has got more outcry than you shitting yourself and throwing it over the fence.
Hey,
no. Mine's miles worse.
Over that.
Yeah,
I'm fuming over that. I had to get up and leave and get a drink for people who listen to this.
Honestly, we have levels
of outcry.
We have levels of outcry, and pooing and fencing, it's miles, but we can also have a slight grievance at leaving clothes on pissy nightclub floors. Yeah.
I didn't fucking leave my clobber on the floor.
Well, just so what? You hold it while you're weeing, so it doesn't hit the floor.
It's just like there.
But when you say it's just there, do you mean it's like hovering above the floor, or actually?
No, like where like your kicks would be, and you've just got the bottom like with it. Like it's literally just like pulling your pants down where your pants would be. The whole jumpsuit is. It's not that deep. I don't get me legs out and start whipping it off and swinging it around. It's still on my body.
I've just realised that Matt said, "Do you hang it up on the back of the door?" It's only just clicked in my head that you thought you just gone right. Just gonna fold it up, right? Hold it there, and then gonna sit down in my shoes and nothing else.
Imagine someone coming in and like when people bang on the doors on nights out. Imagine someone getting in and you're just sat there like that,
just like jumpsuit in it, and everyone's like,
"Oh god."
Yeah, no, it's not that deep. It's just like pulling your kicks down.
I feel like we would have fought this a bit.
Honestly, like I'm happy we got to the bottom of that. Like it's the important things like that and your division that we're really here for. Les, do you want to make a point? You look like you do.
Yes, Matt has just put another question in the chat there.
Has he?
Did you see it?
Would you like to read it out, Les?
No, I don't. I can if you want.
You can do.
Sort of directed at you, Mike, to be honest.
Oh, is it?
It's very much. In fact, yeah, I should ask it because I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So Foxy said, following on from the kickabout, I'd like to explore the no socks / shoes lifestyle choice. Ooh. What are the correct shoes to wear with no socks? Is there an effect on close personal relationships? Is this something for the masses or just the cool kids? Mike, you are the authority on no socks and shoes, which you carry out religiously between March and November?
March and October, but we do try and extend further, but October is usually the cut-off, to be honest.
March and October. So what do you reckon? What's the optimal shoe for no socks? And is it no socks or is it those little trainee socks?
Oh, they're horrible there. They are, when you see someone just bouncing around with just them on the feet.
I've got to wear them though if I'm wearing like trainees. and go for the no sock
Oh
thing.
no, my mate the other week, he took his shoes off and he had them on, and I've never let him live it down. I just keep sending him pictures of him with them little white ankle things on.
You've got to come off with the shoe. If you're taking your shoe off, they've got to come off with it.
Yeah, you can't let someone see you with them on.
I'm sorry, I won't be taking fashion advice from someone who pisses in nightclubs naked. I think that you have two rules with no socks and shoes. As you can see, my tone has changed to very serious. This is a very serious topic. You can have the little ballet socks, which I do own many a pair of. If you're going to wear posh shoes, like your suede shoes or your brogues or something like that, then you've got your little ballet socks type thing for them, because they are shoes that cannot take the barefoot. They just can't do it. They are not built for the barefoot. It just, no matter how much spray you put in them things, they will stink to high heaven forever.
So what you're saying is you don't religiously not wear socks at all. You actually wear little socks quite a lot.
So it's been a lie, basically.
No, it's not a lie, because they're not socks. They're like just
There is
little
a sock.
extras.
There is still some fabric.
They are
on your-
socks. They are definitely socks.
Shoe.
No.
It's
been
not like
exposed.
part of you, is it?
You've been exposed here.
I've been exposed.
No, you've exposed yourself.
You've
You
been
could've
exposed
went
more
with
than
this
Hannah
thing.
going for a burst in a nightclub.
I mean, right, okay. Do you know what? I'm not having that. But anyway, and for the other issue, which is the actual no sockage, which is it's the
Skull.
be all and end all. Like, do you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going back to this. No, I'm not having it. Like, do you know the way Madonna lip syncs? Everyone knows she does it. Everybody knows she does it.
No.
And
You compare that to your
Don't start picking on Madonna.
This
Come on.
is-
I'm
You've gone
not
too far.
having you compare
No.
that to your ballet socks. I'm not
You
having
have,
it.
you have
Exactly
been
what I'm doing.
you have been rumbled.
no,
You've been
no.
proclaiming
That is
to be this
exactly what I'm doing.
fella who doesn't wear any socks ever, and now all of
And
a
it's a
sudden
lie.
it transpires that you wear little white
lie.
socks.
You've got a
tiny
collection
ones,
of
like,
ballet ones, apparently. You've got loads
Yeah.
of them.
honestly, like Madonna lip syncs, you all know it happens, and we see it as just in the ether. It's a thing that happens, but we enjoy the performance for itself.
This is getting
I just
embarrassing
think
now.
I guess
you've
I
just
do-
been caught out.
To be fair, I do get the analogy.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
what,
Liz.
that's what those little socks are for.
It is.
Make the illusion that you're not wearing any socks, but only a fool would not
But
wear
only a fool would wear them socks.
with a certain type of shoe.
No,
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
only a fool would wear them socks.
Oh no.
No.
That's not my
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
No. If
No, I'm not having
if
that.
you want stinky shoes, don't wear them.
No, but I've
Exactly.
got I
Thanks
just
for
wear normal
rumble.
socks. I don't like no socks or them little pathetic socks. Just wear a sock.
pathetic socks.
Just wear a sock.
Yeah, I'm like I I just can't, like, the fact that someone was wearing no sock with a shoe anyway, to me is just wrong.
I agree.
So you religiously wear socks all the time, ever?
And even with my slippers on now, like I sleep in socks,
Oh.
everything. If I've got slides
Sleeping
on
socks.
yeah.
Is there a better feeling than when you're in bed and you take your socks off halfway? And you
But I don't remember doing that. I just always wake up
Amazing.
that way, but I always go to sleep in socks.
Right, like,
I can roll the socks up and take them off just using my feet into a ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike, try it, right?
Smile on your face.
This is coming from a fella who's had sex as well, as I pointed out at the start of the show.
Do you know? But
It's the thing I'm
is-
most proud of, Han, honestly.
You
you know what?
like, guess what I can do?
Yeah.
But can you do that with a football sock? Because that would be skill.
I've got like tight tube socks that I wear for like running and stuff. But I don't wear me running socks. I just ran in bed. Like if I just put them on, you know what I mean? Like I can do it with them. Yeah,
This is honestly,
I've built up strength in my toes over time by doing it so much.
honestly, it's going to be so heavy later on when Chelsea walks in on Matt just sat in his bills and a pair of footy socks, trying to roll them off his thigh.
Timing himself.
Well,
Oh,
do you know?
my God.
To be honest, I'm really glad we had that extra little burst of question there.
So am I, because you got exposed to the fraud you
Yeah.
are. Little sock wearing gimp.
But you know,
Can that be the title of the episode, please? Software and Gimp.
socks or no socks? I think that what we can say is the real quiz is ankles on show, and that's the way we all live, and it's the way we should live. Be proud of your ankles, people. We're not
Oh, no.
we're not Victorians.
Your ankle snappers? No.
Do you mean ankle? What does that mean?
This show is never going to end.
What does it mean?
Oh, all right, I'll just leave my input there, Mass.
I'm having a go at Mike, not you.
No, it's fine. I'll retract that comment since it's never ending.
Well, we are now contractually obliged to end the show, I think. So
Just shut up, don't worry.
I need to assess things after this.
I think we all probably do. If you stuck with us for this long, nice one. That was your limited edition mailbag, because let's be honest, these are never letting me do it ever again. It's not going to happen. Nice one, Les. Nice one, Han. Nice one, Matt. And nice one to me, because I did a good job patting the back for me. We got loads of content, haven't we, Matt? Lots.
Yes, loads. We are.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I was going to promote it all, but seeing as you're on and now you're on every show and you've been exposed as a bit of a fraud, I'm sort
Sock wearing gimp.
I'm sort of hesitant to push people towards it, because how can anyone ever trust the word you say ever again after this?
To be fair, more fool you if you ever trusted the word I said. Like, no. But we'll, as you said before, Matt, the show will never end because of your incessant, continuous words. Just, so yeah, time to stop now. Thank you. Nice one, everyone. And Les, will see you next week.